Hello everyone, I'm Endless, and I've been hired as a media consultant to bring to you this EDC Draft Analysis, sponsored by the Labyrinth Nation. I'll tell you more at the end, but I'm only paid for a very short introduction, so let me hand things off to the woman paying me the big bucks, lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle.
Welcome to the Labyrinth. I'm your host, the lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle, and today I'm here to give you a tour of our residence. As always, display how good it feels when an evil plan comes together perfectly. As a Tier 2 deck, we don't have the strongest amounts available to us, but we can fight with the best of them nonetheless. So let's get on with the show. The first step of my evil plan involves my sentry, the Labyrinth Archfiend. My sentry, known formally as Tingwu, is here to set up tons of traps to weaken any avenger foolish enough to step foot in my castle. He also has plenty of raw bulk and muscle to be a great tank in battle, stonewalling many enemy attacks and dishing out good damage. The next step of my evil plan involves one of my maids, Ariane. She is always quite happy to hop into battle, with joy in her eyes as she pummels opponents. Known formally as a Zoomerl, she is able to break down opponents with her huge power ability or finish off battles by using Belly Drum. She is also quite good defensively with her Water Fairy typing, offering her plenty of resistances. She will be an integral part of my plan, once the most important piece is added later. I am nothing if not a prideful Demi-Dragon lady, and so the third step of my evil plan is yours truly. I am known formally as Petarant, and my job is to stop any foe from disarming the traps my minions set. I also am amazing at getting in any minion I need to with my move Parting Shot. I can absorb any poisonous traps opponents try to set, as only I am allowed to have traps in my castle. As the mastermind, I had to give myself the capability to use terrestrialization to unleash my true power, opening up many paths for my army to achieve victory. As much as I'd love to talk about myself all day, I was not the final part of my evil plan. The next step of my evil plan involves one of the castle's many sentient pieces of furniture. Kukwak, known formally as Kobalion, provides much needed speed to the plan, as well as bringing a steely defensive profile to the operation. Kukwak is capable of setting traps, just like my sentry Tingwu, or bringing him up to get into the battle directly, more often. Importantly, Kukwak provides an earthworm momentum to keep my evil plan flowing well and get the most important pieces onto the battlefield when needed. Ariane is not my only maid, and the next step of my evil plan involves my other maid, Ariana. While much more reserved than Ariane, the maid formerly known as Serena is here to remove any pesky held items my enemies are carrying to handle my traps in offensive prowess. She is also great at undoing our traps once the enemy is incapacitated, so she will be a fantastic asset at disarming any enemy traps they try to set against me. In addition, her access to more momentum and sturdy resistance to ground attacks will make her a very valuable piece of my success. After my maids, I needed a speedy form of service, as so far my evil plan was quite slow. This caused me to bring on my butler Arias, known formally as Thunderous, to be able to take out enemies with a high speed. His access to prankster ability and Thunderwave will slow down opponents for my military to win in battle, and he has no slash in the attacking department either. While I was looking into other options for this role, such as Okfros, the Wakenrock Dusk, when he was dropped into another army, I decided it was time for my butler himself to take the field. With all the pieces in place, it was time to finally reveal the focal point of my evil plan. I finally showed my true colors, adding my lovely wife, Lady Labyrinth, to my squadron. Formerly known as Garfatel, she was able to physically trap opponents entirely instead of just hindering them. Just like yours truly, she has been granted the capability of terrestrialization. This will enable her to remove almost any target I need her to open up other parts of my army to win the fight in its entirety. Most people do not have a black enough soul to employ this type of strategy, but I didn't call this an evil plan for nothing. Sorry I got a bit carried away there. Now that I had ensured that my wife was here to be the centerpiece of our evil plan, I recruited another one of our sentient furniture items in order to give me another way to finish off opponents after their counterplay had been trapped. Stoby Torby, formerly known as Volcarona, is here to win games once the one response my enemies have to its masterful quiverance has been eliminated. At that point, it will be impossible to stop Torby's rampage, mowing down every obstacle in his path, razing the opposing army to the ground. At this point, I realized I needed more speed, and with Backjack the Azelf taken by another commander, I enlisted the help of my final piece of furniture, Chandraguir, formerly known as Inteleon, definitely is not the best option for what he does. My speed and momentum capabilities are not to be underestimated. His approach may be winnier, but it was exactly the alternative option my evil plan needed to reach perfection. Finally, with everything just as I envisioned it, I enlisted the help of 2 contracted fires to shore up any weaknesses in my evil plan. The first of which is Glimmet, who is able to set up traps without even moving, allowing it to be a great lead if necessary. The other is Ampharos, who was hired to answer opponents trying to fly their way through my castle, while also providing slow momentum once again. Don't you love it when an evil plan comes together perfectly? I'm here to unleash my machinations on the everyone draft community, and I won't stop until every player has succumbed to the might of the labyrinth. Our first military conquest will be next week as we take on the Geralfrido, leading the Welshians. With that said, I'd like to hand over to my media consultant Endless to finish this program.
Hey y'all, Endless here. I hope you enjoyed this more out there draft analysis. Don't expect these to be consistent on the channel, but I was inspired to do this out of sheer excitement to use this team. EDC uploads will be posted every Sunday, so make sure to subscribe if you want to check out my attempts to use such an unconventional draft. I look forward to seeing you back here for the first battle next week.